Henrietta, Tennessee, a town so small, blink, and you might miss it when you drive through.
All a couple of miles of it.
But when you're here, you know it's home to someone special.
Pat Summitt, are you serious? You know, you're like, yeah.
And for the second time in her brilliant career, Pat Summitt has led Tennessee to back-to-back national championships.
Before the championships, before the gold medals, Patricia Suehead Summitt was known as Trish, the girl with the piercing blue eyes.
And people always want to talk about her stare, but that was my granddaddy's stare.
And a blue-collar mentality.
I definitely think working hard is a part of this family. And I do think that being on the farm, like those are our roots.
The fourth of 5 children, Trish and her siblings grew up on a dairy farm in Clarksville. She never missed a day of school or a day of work.
I think you have a different work ethic when you grow up on a farm. You know, when your dad makes you miss your own birthday party because you've got to finish working in the field.
Better than any birthday gift, Summitt's father built a basketball hoop in the barn when she was 6 years old. Days in the crop turned into days on the court.
Where is she right here? She was so strong, you can tell that by the life that she lived, you know, throwing bags of feed. If there was a shot that was made, she went after the rebound.
Summitt and her family moved to Cheatham County since Clarksville High didn't have a girls basketball team. Norma Bashirs was one of Summitt's teammates at Cheatham Central.
I would love to get together if time ever permits. Thanks, Norma, Pat.
And even back then, Summitt was a natural leader.
One game we had fooled around and gotten behind, and when we went down to the locker room at halftime, I laughed or said something funny or what, and we were going up the steps to the gym floor, and she reached over and grabbed me by the collar and pulled me up, and she says, "We're not losing this game."
In fact, Summitt didn't lose many games, averaging 28 points in her senior year, a trend that stayed with her as the leading scorer at UT Martin and as coach for the Lady Vols.
I tell people if she had told me to jump off the Cumberland River Bridge, I probably would have jumped off the Cumberland River Bridge. She was just so motivating. It was amazing.
Another title, and the numbers for Pat Summitt, as young as she is, it is extraordinary to think what might come.
The road to a championship is long and never easy, but Summitt's legacy is defined by that simple journey of 4 miles from Clarksville to Henrietta, Tennessee.
When she started being successful as a coach, she never changed. And when she came back down here and to see the family and to see us, it was like there wasn't anything different.
Nothing different at all, except 5 decades of being the uncommon best. Reporting in Henrietta.
A remarkable career for a remarkable coach.
Julian Minensone, News 2 Sports.